Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Top Rope Reality. We are on episode 49. Yes, it's been so many, I can't remember. I had to look at the paper. We are here for episode 49, so much closer to, oh, you thought I was going to say 52. No, so much closer to episode 51, where we're going to have the debut of Gargoyle here with us. Live in studio with us, plus episode 52 is coming. For the big year-ender, which happens to land on the weekend of WrestleMania.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. It seems like we planned it out.
I know.
How weird is that?
It is.
How strange is that? But we're here to talk about, of course, wrestling news of the week, always on part one.
Yes, he's going to do more of the talking today than I usually do because I'm sick. So I'll try not to sleepwalk through this.
Yes, hopefully you won't.
I'm on medication, so I'll try not to doze off here.
Yes.
But we will talk first about wrestling news.
We will.
From this week.
Please do not sleep through all this.
I'll try not to.
And then I'll have to really hit the bullet points.
You will.
All by myself. So please don't do that.
I'll try not to.
Thank you. We're going to start out with a big return to Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen.
What's a big return?
Hopefully you already saw it. If not, then where have you been? Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Lee, give Divas a chance. Hashtag.
Give Divas a chance.
Give Divas a chance. AJ Lee has returned. She has aligned herself again with Paige. They're so on again, off again. It's crazy. But they are frenemies. They're friends.
They're frenemies, yes.
They're still frenemies?
Oh, yeah, they are.
So the two of them feuding with the Bellas. It looks like we're going to have the Bellas take on the frenemies at WrestleMania in a tag team match.
I can deal with it.
Without the title being on the line.
I can deal with the title being on the line.
How cool would it be if the title was on the line in a tag match?
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting because then you would have the frenemies kind of go,
and also the sisters as well.
The sisters, exactly. It would almost be like two, it would be multiple feuds in one.
It would add a little bit to it if they put the title on the line. Whoever gets the pin becomes the Divas champion.
So
something different.
Partners may be breaking up their own pins.
But it is WWE.
It is. They won't think of that.
Tag match, no championship.
That is true. Also,
a DVD I will have ordered.
You will have it ordered.
Comes out May 19th.
Is it on pre-release yet?
I don't know. I haven't checked that out.
Pre-order there, yes. May the 19th, Blu-ray, DVD. It will be Jerry Lawler. It's good to be king. I think they just redid the title of it, didn't they? That's what I heard.
It's good to be the king.
It is. That's the name of his book, too, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yes. You probably have that somewhere, too, don't you?
And if you're a Mel Brooks fan, you know where that goes from. So, where it's good to be the king.
Ladies and gentlemen, huge.
Shocking. This is shocking news.
Huge news. I thought this is all under the bridge, and it came back up again.
Where there is smoke, there is fire.
And ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't water under the bridge because it was very muddy.
I mean, you get one, you can say one. But they're coming out of the woodwork now.
They are.
And I think he's guilty. He may not be as guilty as people make him out to be, but I think he's done something that's not right.
Right.
Because why would you step down if you're not guilty?
Why would you? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, NXT head trainer Bill DeMott has announced he will resign from his position in the company after allegations by several ex-talents were made against him. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they have said that he has made people
it's very bad stuff.
In nudity, completely naked.
There is a video. There is a video out.
There's a video, and it's got Zack Ryder
that shows
and a female wrestler, Melissa Coates.
Shows Festus naked.
Shows Festus. Luke Gallows.
Luke Gallows.
He is naked doing stink faces to Zack Ryder and Melissa Coates, while there's jelly donuts on their faces. Yes. Makes no sense to me.
Bill DeMott doing that. So.
With Bill DeMott, but they said that they agreed to it because Bill DeMott said you can do this and you can get out of your everyday normal training. But why would you, if they're trying to get a spot on the roster, why would you tell them you don't have to train today? That should be a mandatory thing. We're paying you to train. Don't get out of it. But here's the thing. They're not even the ones that complained.
No.
It's other people. They've even said Enzo Amore was told you need to go kill yourself. Multiple people got slapped in the face. There's been multiple sayings of him calling people faggots, things of that nature. Very bad. Very, very bad. We do not condone any of that.
No, and if he is guilty of any of this stuff, he needs to be. He did the right thing. He should have been fired if he didn't resign.
I think they probably said, if you don't resign, we'll have to fire you because we are a publicly traded company, and they have the Be a Star.
And they don't want the black eye.
They have the Be a Bully campaign with the Be a Star thing, and they have all that stuff, and they support the gay and lesbian community. So the faggot thing is way off. That's bad.
It's a black eye. I mean, that
and telling people to kill themselves.
He had to go away, which is a good thing. And he's hurt himself because anybody who hires him is going to carry the baggage that he had from WWE.
And did you? I even read where they said that after they did a 10-bell salute for Mike Graham, right after they did that, he went and told a bunch of them to go kill themselves.
Yeah,
the whole class.
I know. I don't know.
That's insane.
He maybe has something wrong. He made me get his head checked. I don't know. Bill DeMott. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Bill DeMott's, but
I've seen a lot, and that's another thing. Bruce Hart. I know we're going to get on this a little bit because we don't have a lot of other stuff going on, so we can get on this for a few minutes.
Yeah, not too much longer.
Smith Hart posted on Facebook that he doesn't understand why a mid-card jobber, when they have all these other legendary people like Dusty Rhodes, like Ricky Steamboat and the companies, like all these other legendary names, why Bill DeMott, who was a jobber and a mid-card guy, is the head trainer of a global company like that.
Yeah,
that part made no sense. And I've also seen some legends say that if the allegations are true, then honestly it's not that bad, because when they went through training in their early days, they went through a whole lot worse. Physically, I can understand that.
Yes,
because they used to really hurt you back then. I mean, they used to really put you through the ringer to see if you could survive it. But the name calling thing, I know they say that as society changes, so does the WWE.
Oh yes.
And that's what it is. Society has gotten softer, and I get that. The legendary people say that these new wrestlers coming through are not as hard as they were. But at the same time, there's a way to be hard, and then there's a too far.
Yes.
The name calling stuff is too much. The nudity thing, that's inappropriate. Telling people to go kill themselves in no way, shape, or form should ever happen. That doesn't make sense. But they're saying that Matt Bloom, formerly known as Prince Albert, Titsai,
and
A-Train.
Now Jason Albert.
Jason Albert, as an on-air person, will be taking over as interim NXT head trainer.
I think he'll be trainer for a while.
They probably want to see him in that role to see how well he does. But again, that's a mid-card. He has great success in Japan, but he was always a mid-card in WWE.
Yes.
It's just amazing that you have all these big-name main eventer guys, and they don't use those in a head trainer position.
That is weird.
It's strange to me. Like, I think I even have a couple of friends on my Facebook that were in NXT, and they said, why not Ricky Steamboat? Why fire Ricky Steamboat, keep Bill DeMott around, and yet Ricky Steamboat should be a head trainer? And I agree with that.
And he may be. He may come in and take back over.
That is true.
Maybe Triple H is, letting this die down a little bit before he makes another decision.
And here's another one. Someone down in NXT that is friends with Triple H, why didn't they give that to Billy Gunn, or would that look like favoritism? Once Bill DeMott moves out, and then you put one of your best friends in that position instead of another person.
Could be.
So they may want to try to stay away from that controversy too.
Yeah.
But also new TNA Tag Team Champions, ladies and gentlemen. If you keep up with TNA, which I do not as much, the Wolves have regained the tag team titles.
They're so far ahead.
They are really far ahead right now.
But the Wolves, yes.
They had the tag team titles from the Revolution.
Yep.
The Revolution. There you go.
Yep, that is it.
Also, Ring of Honor, WrestleCade, and Indy. Ring of Honor and New Japan, like every year, they're teaming up. They'll have a 2-night event called War of Worlds. Tuesday, May the 12th in Philly, and Wednesday, May the 13th is night number 2, both in Philly. And you can go to Ring of Honor Wrestling on Facebook, and they tell you the on sale dates for all that. And I think they may already be on sale by the time this is posted.
There'll be 2 hot match cards there.
Yes.
Philly is a hot town. So.
Yes, and you have the New Japan people versus the
Ring
of Honor. This will be great cards. And also Ring of Honor and New Japan. And another one right after this. I mean, they do this in Philly, and they go straight to Canada in Toronto, Ontario, May the 15th and May the 16th, which is the Friday and Saturday, for Global Wars.
So War of Worlds
and Global Wars. So that'll be pretty interesting.
So 4 hot nights of wrestling in May.
Hopefully they start announcing some matches, and we'll announce that on here as we find out. WrestleCade, we want to remember PJ Black will be there, which is
Justin Gabriel.
There you go. Bobby Heenan, which is The Brain.
The greatest manager of all time.
Amen. Chris Adonis, which is
Chris Masters of the Master Lock.
There you go. I guess it's the Adonis Lock now.
Yes, it is.
Glacier will be there. WrestleCade champion Matt Hardy will be there. Will he ever be dethroned of the belt, I wonder.
Will ever be Fat Hardy again? We never know.
That's right. He's in better shape now. That's for doggone sure.
He better be. He's a champion.
Mr. Anderson will be there. Used to be
Mr. Casanova.
Exactly, Mr. Kennedy back in the day. Abdullah the Butcher will be there for his first appearance.
A legend.
Bill Dundee from NWA, WCW.
USWA.
Exactly. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat will be there, and I just dropped my pen, and we'll get that later. Henry O'Godwin will be there, and the Italian Stallion. We went over all those already. Now we're going to give you the new ones that were just posted this week since we last filmed. Colonel Robert Parker will be there from the stud stable of WCW, and he was in WWE as Tennessee Lee. Ooh, that came right out there.
Continental Wrestling as Robert Fuller.
His brother was with him too, wasn't he?
Yes. So now they were together.
Ron Fuller.
Then they were, you had the Ron Fuller, good guy, Robert Fuller, bad guy.
There you go.
With Jimmy Golden, who is also Bunkhouse Bunk, who is also...
He will also be there. That's the latest name announced. So when you get Robert Parker, you get Bunkhouse Buck. And usually Ming is there.
But there's still a lot of names left. So.
A lot of names left. So, and if Terry Funk could show up, we were just talking about this off camera. How cool would that be? A stud stable reunion.
Be very cool.
From WCW. That would be kind of neat. Also, Sanjay Dutt, who's a multi-time person to be at WrestleCade. He will be back. And for the first time, Mr. Bob Hardcore Spark Plug Holly. That kind of hurts there.
Yeah, that Sparky Plug kind of hurt, yes.
A little bit. Also, the annual event will be happening again in Milton, Florida. Brad Armstrong Memorial Show. Of course, appearing Bullet Steve and Stevie, of course.
Yes.
Lord Humongous will be there. Dr. Tom Pritchard. What a great interview we had with him.
Yes.
Contrary to belief.
Yes.
Johnny and Davey Rich will be back. We got to talk with, I think it was Davey. Was it Davey last time? Or was it, I think it was Johnny.
It was Johnny.
It was
Johnny.
Johnny.
We talked to Johnny, yes.
Yes. He is now a truck driver in Montgomery, which is pretty neat. But we got to talk to him off camera, off to the side. That was pretty awesome. Wildfire Tommy Rich, which is their storyline cousin and all that.
That's it.
Which he
former
is,
NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Hey man, we're like for a day or a week or it was very short.
No matter, you're still former NWA champion.
Hey,
or an NWA champion.
But Tommy Rich and Johnny Rich are actually in real life related, so that's pretty cool. Eon Flex will be there. Joe Kane will be there. Jackson James will be back again. He was the main event last time.
And he's also on Tough Enough.
And he was
not Tough Enough.
Not Tough Enough. Broken Skull Challenge.
Yeah,
there you go.
Drugs. So excuse me anything I say wrong.
Yes.
Drugs.
Drugs for being sick. There you go. Monty Warbucks will be back. He was there last
Monty
time.
Brown for a second.
Not Monty Brown, which would be kind of neat. I'd like to see Monty Brown back in the ring again. Monty Warbucks will be there. And of course, our buddies. Zane
our pals. Our friends.
Zane Stevens and Justin Overstreet, the professionals, will be there. And if they're announced as the professionals, then hopefully that means they'll be in a tag team match. Also, as a surprise, we didn't get announced this last week. I got to go to Rockwood, Tennessee. Very quickly, just tell you about that experience. We got to get some promos from these guys and some one-liners from some of them, and we got 2 matches from the show. It was a very good, well put together show. Very good action. Had a fatal 4-way cruiserweight style match, so that was very fun. And we will have those promos posted on our YouTube. They will probably not be a part of the show.
No,
they'll be there by themselves.
By themselves.
But that will be posted pretty soon. Maybe posted before this goes up. I don't know, because they want not very long. So they'll be posted pretty soon, and in the weeks to come, we'll have some of the one-liners pop up on here. So, but yes, we want to thank MSWA, Mid-South Wrestling Association, for inviting us
and welcoming Top Rope Reality.
We were there. Half of us represented the group, and they were very, very kind to us. And we will definitely try and be back again at that promotion, and might possibly try to be at the Brad Armstrong Memorial again for the second time for us. So we're going to try to do some more indie events pretty soon and see what happens. But that is our part 1 this week. Exactly.
Yes, I know.
With the wrestling news of the week. So we hope you return. As part 2, we talk about WrestleMania.
Just click over there. Part 2's over there with everybody else, you know.
That's true.
Click over there for part 2.
WrestleMania 20.
Which was a big one.
It was a big one where it all began again in Madison Square Garden. So we'll be right back. Hopefully you'll be back, and you will watch part 2 as we go over, once again, one of our favorite WrestleManias.
And we're on the fast lane to WrestleMania 31.
Exactly. So we will be back in just
A click of the mouse.
A click of the mouse, exactly.
Come on.
Very good. Don't
I might be on drugs, but still, no. Jeez.
But you got this. I mean, goodness gracious.
I've got something.
That's true. You got something we don't know what it is.